Welcome back, my barbarians, to another Darknot video. But this time we are going to dive a little deeper. We're going to be trying to answer a few questions, see what kind of lore we can figure out for the demo. What can the demo tell us for the full game upon its release? And what exactly the developers have in mind with this hellish nightmare fuel horrific world that they have built. What is in store for us? Can we really figure that out from just the demo? Well, we're going to be trying our best today. So without further ado, let's get into it, guys. So we open the game, and the first thing that you'll see is your MC, your main character, being dragged by this giant, half-naked, gray dude. Gross, he's dirty looking, and he pulls you to this pit and drops you in. The pit is full of dead, frozen, almost naked bodies. The first question you ask yourself is, what happened? The second is probably, why did it happen? So for that, we need to go to the diary. So with the diary, the first parts of it read, "It's time to get out. I got caught. My curiosity led me straight to their damn lair." So basically, what happened, if we give it some thought, is that the main character, which we still don't know the name of, it hasn't exactly been confirmed what his name is, as far as I can tell. The main character was exploring the city up top, and something might have caught his eye, or he was just curious about a building and ended up getting caught by the big giant gray guy. And that is what happened. He is now here and trapped. Where are we in this demo? Well, to answer that, we need to go back to the diary once more, and the following section reads, "I can smell this smell, the smell of hatred, the smell of hopelessness and resentment, driving me crazy. This is the smell of the catacombs under the city. This is the smell of the undercity. This is the smell of ghosts." So with that in mind, we're somewhere under the city. We don't know much of the city above the demo, but it has been talked about. There's a little concept art out there showing it off as what looks like this post-apocalyptic land of horrible, horrible monsters that you have to survive in. So our main character is under this city. In what? For that, we go to the diary entry of Dr. Matveev of Mourner's Hospital. You can find his journal entries throughout the demo, and if you read them, you come to the conclusion that Mourner's Hospital is a type of psychiatric hospital. You get a hint of this in the first couple of minutes of the demo. You can walk up and down the halls and notice holding cells still inhabited by some of the patients, some of them shaking and floating and doing all kinds of generally horrible stuff. But that is the where. We are underneath this city in the catacombs in a psychiatric hospital. What a terrifying thought, to be under a city in a psychiatric hospital. So let's connect some dots here. The first thing you'll probably notice about your character, the MC, are all these horrible looking scars that just cover his body. From head to toe, fingernail to shoulder, all up his back, on his legs, on his hands, everywhere. If we go to page 7 of the Good Doctor's book, it reads, "An unusual patient was admitted to the hospital today." And then a little further down, His whole body is cut with those strange signs that I see on my other patients' bodies. Actually, the unfortunate guy was transferred to my ward because of the cuts. So, this is something that our MC and someone else, many people apparently, in the universe here have in common. So, it's just theory. What if this was something that was starting to happen to everyone? They started to see things. They started to notice things. And they gradually earned their stripes. Now, right now, these are all theories. But let's move on to something we can prove. The large gray man that you were abducted by at the start of the game is actually what is known as the champion of the cultists. When the MC says in his diary, "I got caught. My damn curiosity led me straight to their damn lair." We can assume that when he says their damn lair, he is talking about the cultists, since that who is champion is dragging him through the hallway. Now, unfortunately, the demo doesn't give us a whole lot more to go on as far as answering questions besides the ones that we just answered. It leaves more questions than anything, which I think is what's so exciting. There seems to be a emphasis on sleep and being awake and dreams and things like that. So I'm very excited to see how that all ties in. Are you jumping in and out of reality when you go to sleep? Is that where these characters go when they take a nap? Because in the game, when you go to save, it says awake, and that's whenever you start playing. Are these people, the MC and these patients that the good doctor talked about, slipping in and out of reality? When they're awake, they are in the real world. But when they are asleep, they awaken into this hellish nightmare. What do the scars mean? Is this world that you're in real? Or are you just trapped in the mind of a psychopath? Like I said, we're left with more questions than we are answers. But this is the way the developers want it. They want you to ask questions, and we have so many. I'm so very excited to see what happens. And you best believe once we get more information, I will be making another one of these. With that being said, all that speculation, all of those questions left unanswered. I'm sorry, my barbarians, but I have to leave it there. We have to end this video because there's nothing left to go through. We'll see you guys in the next one. You know what to do.